And welcome back to the channel. My name is Lollipop. I am finally back with another in-person review, but this time it's on one of my personal bikes. So yes, this is officially my 2021 Trek Procaliber 9.6.
I wanna know who still got doubts, cause the bars come hard but I still got bounce. I've been counting up the money but I still lost count. Trying to keep me in my lane but I still got routes. I got fans up north but I'm still down south. It's been how many years and I still got clout. Look, I'm the one they having conversations about, and they throwing curveballs but I straighten them out.
I'm so excited to show this bike off, tell you guys all about it. I'm gonna go over the price, the weight, all of the different specs on it. Also take it on a short test ride or a short trail ride at the end of this video. Oh, short box. No. Oh, I can't ride bikes. And then definitely expect some more trail riding videos on this bike in the future because it is my bike. So we'll finally get some more trail rides on this channel. But I'm super excited about this bike. I'm sure you can tell I'm very excited. I have the bike on a display stand inside my house. I'm literally matching the bike right now. Like, I'm almost speechless here. I'm just jittering from excitement. But without further ado, let's get into the video because I really want to show off this bike. All right, here is the Trek Procaliber 9.6. I'm going to cover basically the main components that you should know on this bike that make it kind of unique. Starting with, of course, the frame, but obviously it does have geometry that's much more suited for cross-country riding since it is a lightweight carbon fiber hardtail mountain bike. But besides that, you also get a tapered head tube on this bike, as you should definitely expect from the price point of this bike. I'll quickly mention that the bike is $2,800 new when I was looking into purchasing it. So it is a lot of money, $2,800 US. But I actually ordered this bike last November. So, you know, with the bike shortages and things like that, bikes are taking a while to get here. I actually got this one delivered in August, but I just haven't had time to make a video on it. But we're finally here. This bike also has Trek's proprietary ISO-speed system. So you can kind of see that here. Basically what it does is it detaches the top tube of the frame from the seat tube, so it gives you some extra compliance when you're riding. But I'm sure with some more riding I'll give you some better thoughts on if that system works or not. And as you can see here, we do have plenty of space to mount water bottles, which is nice. You get some nice down tube protection right here as well, this rubberized down tube protector to prevent any rocks and things like that from hitting your bike, as well as one up here, which is nice to see. That's just to prevent the actual fork from hitting and damaging the frame of the bike since it is carbon fiber. This bike does have boost 110 spacing in the front and then boost 148 in the rear with through axles in the front and the rear, so you can see that. But most of Trek's bikes do come with this switch lever that you can use, which is just basically a 6mm Allen key that gets shoved into one side of your through axle, so it always stays there if you need to remove the wheel or anything like that. We also have some, as you can see, these blue areas right here. But basically what that is to prevent the actual carbon fiber of the frame from getting damaged from the chain ring as well as from the disc rotor back there. So those are just some nice features to protect your frame there. We also have a small rubberized chainstay protector to protect the, you know, every time the chain hits your bike right there, it'll keep the paint nice as well as keep the bike quiet. But one of the nicest parts of this frame, in my opinion, looks-wise, is definitely the Procaliber font on the top tube. I love how it kind of stretches along the entire top tube, and especially this color. Part of the reason why I got the 9.6 over the 9.7 or 9.5 was because of the color, because in 2021, the 9.5 and 9.7 in the United States were only available in the black and gray. All right, so now let's move on to the suspension fork. This is a RockShox branded suspension fork. It has 100mm of suspension fork travel. It is the RockShox Recon Gold RL, and what that means is it's going to have a motion control damper from RockShox as well as the Debon air spring. So a very good suspension fork overall, and it's all blacked out here. Definitely love the styling of it. It has a rebound adjustment knob on the bottom here, and it has 32mm wide stanchions right here. So definitely strong and stiff enough for cross country. But a cool thing about the suspension fork is that it does have a remote lockout. So a lot of suspension forks these days are coming with a lockout, but this one is actually remote. So as you can see, it's clicking on and off, and it's connected via a mechanical lever up here. And I can click it down, lock it out, so the fork does not move up and down. And then I can click this to release it. And you can see that working right there. Now I'm going to quickly glance over some of the other components on this bike I haven't talked about yet. The seat is the same Bontrager Arvada seat that we see on all the other Trek models. Basically, it just has some different rails on it. We have a lightweight Bontrager comp seat post right there. We got 720 millimeter wide cross-country ready bars. We got normal grips on there. The brakes are Shimano 2-piston brakes. They aren't the craziest ones out there, but they're definitely not bad either. So I think if I wanted to upgrade something on this bike, it would most likely be the brakes first, because I would like something with a little bit more bite to it. And as you can see, I did slam the stem all the way down and chop the steer tube a little bit, so I could just get that, aggressive cross-country riding position. And for the rims and tires, the rims are the Bontrager Covey comps, which are 23 millimeters wide, pretty generic rims as well, but they are aluminum and fairly lightweight. The tires are the Bontrager XR2 team issue tires, so both the rim and the tire are tubeless ready, so this bike does come fully tubeless prepared from the factory with the sealant installed. So I have this bike currently in a tubeless setup. And then for the tread on the tires, it's definitely a cross-country focused tread right there. And now we can finally talk about the drivetrain on this bike, which is pretty nice in my opinion. It is a Shimano 12-speed drivetrain, a 1x12, so we got one chainring in the front and then 12 cogs or gears in the back of the bike. So we've got the nice Shimano crankset in the front with 30 teeth. It's an alloyed crank, it's pretty nice. And then we have a Shimano Dior 12-speed chain, which moves us to the Shimano SLX cassette in the rear, which does have 10 to 51 teeth, so a very wide range, and it is a 12-speed. Pretty nice with this black mega cog on the top. And then we have a nice upgraded Shimano XT M8100 rear derailleur. So this derailleur is actually one level above most of the other parts of the drivetrain, like the cassette. The cassette is SLX, this is XT, so higher level. It has a clutch right here. I can disengage that right now, and then the chain is all bouncy, and then we can put that back up and it's a little bit less bouncy. And then paired with the rear cassette, we also have the Shimano SLX M7100 shifters, which are 12-speed shifters. You can obviously shift to a higher gear by using your thumb like that, and then go to a lower gear by using your thumb like that, or you can also use your index finger to go up one like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I was able to weigh this bike in a size medium as I have it here, and it weighed 26 pounds. Unfortunately, I was not able to take a picture of it. I kind of forgot to do that, but it was exactly 26 pounds, which is really nice to see, because getting into the next point of why I purchased this bike, I really just wanted a bike that was lightweight and fast and carbon fiber and a hardtail, something efficient for cross country, and just so I could ride fast on some mellower trails, because that's pretty much what I have around me. But yeah, that's my overview on the Procaliber 9.6. Let's go out now and ride it on a nice cross-country related trail. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll just cut in some parts of me riding this trail. Whew. Okay, here we go. So it's designed to be a fast bike over pretty mellow terrain, just like this. So this is it's pretty at home right now. Thank you. And definitely feels faster on the road compared to all my other bikes, including my Marlin 5 and Marlin 7, Specialized Enduro, all that stuff. And on the trail, I don't notice it as much right away, but I'm sure if I go back to one of those bikes, I'll be able to tell a lot more easily. But it's definitely is pretty fast. Woo! That's going steep. Engage the fourth. Ooh, man. Woo, woo. Yeah. And of course, when you reach sections like this where you can't exactly bike over it, it's light enough to carry. Kind of like cyclocross or something. All right, back on. I'm just gonna try to go fast now. Let's go. Oh, we're going fast. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this trail. It just keeps going, windy. It's fun. I just want to show off a little bit of trail rides on the Procaliber before I make a full-on trail riding video. But that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember to keep biking.